Welcome to the third lecture on assignment problem. In the previous lectures, we have seen what is an assignment problem and how to solve the assignment problem. There are still a couple of more aspects to the assignment problem. We will have assignment problems like an unbalanced assignment problem, and the assignment problem may be of a maximization type, and restrictions on assignment problem. Now in this lecture we shall see how to solve such cases which will occur in the assignment problem. Fact, till now we are looked at the assignment problem that have equal number of people and the jobs. We looked at 4 cross 4 matrix in all our example till now. Now can there be a situation where there are only 3 jobs but there are 4 people? Can there be a situation where there are 4 jobs and there are only 3 people? Now, which means, can we have a situation where we have an unequal number of the two entities? Can we still solve it as an assignment problem is the next thing that we will be looking at. So if the assignment problem is not having the equal number of rows and the column, we call such problem as unbalanced assignment problem. Now today we shall see how to solve this unbalanced assignment problem using Hungarian method. Let us look at this example. Here the rows represents the rows represent the job and the column represent the people. So here we have a situation where there are 4 jobs and 3 people. Now how do we solve an assignment problem? Can we solve this as an assignment problem? Okay, so now we have used Hungarian method to solve the assignment problem, and Hungarian method can be applied to the assignment problem only if the objective of the assignment problem is minimizing the total cost, and the number of rows should be equal to the number of columns. Now in this problem, seeing that each job will go to only one person becomes difficult because there are an unequal number of jobs in the people, but each person will get only one job is possible because there are 3 people, and we now choose the 3 out of the 4 jobs that have to be given to 3 people. So which means one job is not going to anybody. Now which job is not going to anybody? Which 3 are going to the people such that the cost is minimized is a new assignment problem in a situation where there are unequal number of jobs in the people, or unequal number of 2 different entities, because as we have already mentioned, it need not be job and the people all the time. It can be job and the machine, it can be the subjects and the professors, it can be the companies and the projects, it can be the companies in the task, it can be the students in the project, but here we have an unequal number of these 2 entities. So now first thing what we do is we have to make these entities as equal number. Okay, that is, here we have only we have 4 number of jobs. Okay, we have 4. So here we have 4 number of jobs and 3 number of people. So if we have to make it as equal number of entities, then we have to create a 4th person. Okay, that is an imaginary person who is going to charge 0 to do each of these jobs. So this is a 4 cross 3 assignment problem, that is 4 job and 3 person problem. Now we can make it to a 4 job 4 person problem by adding what is called as a dummy column. Okay, and the cost in the dummy column will be 0. That is, we are going to create a 4th imaginary person who is going to cost no charge to do each of the 4 jobs. So this is a matrix that we have created. Okay, so this is a matrix that we have created by adding a fourth imaginary person to make the unbalanced assignment problem to a balanced one. Okay, because we can, because the Hungarian method's objective is to minimize the total number of cost of allocating the job to a people. Okay, and it should be a square matrix. So if the given assignment problem is unbalanced assignment problem, then you have to suitably add either dummy column or a dummy row to make it as a balanced one, then solve the assignment problem. Next thing is we perform a row minimum. Okay, so as we have already discussed, this is a way we perform row minimum, that is subtract the row minimum from all the elements of each row. Okay, so if you consider the first row, sorry, if you consider the first row, 0 is a minimum element, so subtracting it from all other element we will get 8640. Similarly, you can see each of the rows has 0 in it, so the matrix will be this. Next, after doing row minimum, then we perform a column minimum, that is identify the minimum element in each column and subtract the minimum element from all the elements of the column. So if you consider the first column, the minimum element is 6 here, so subtracting 6 from all the elements of the first column, we get 2031. Next, if you consider the second column, the minimum element is 5 here, subtracting 5 from all the elements of the second column, we get 1051. Next, consider the third column, so minimum element is 4, subtracting 4 from all the element of the third column, we get 0174. And anyway, in the last column the minimum element 0, and the after doing column minimum we get 0000 as the values in the fourth column. Now after we perform the row minimum and column minimum, the next step is we have to perform a zero assignment, that is identify each row which has exactly a single zero, make an assignment, and then do this for the column as well. Now this is the reduced matrix we got after performing column minimum. Consider the first row, it has 2 zeros in it. Okay, there are 2 zeros in it. Okay, so do not make an assignment, just leave the first row. Now if you consider the second column, it also has 3 zeros, so do not make an assignment. Now consider the third row, third row has a single zero, so make an assignment using box. Now put a crossover to all other zeros which is found in this particular column. Okay, so put a crossover here. Okay, so we have crossed over all the zeros which is found in the fourth column by making an assignment to the zero that is present in the third row. Now if you consider the fourth row, okay, so there is no zero present, so we do not make any assignment. Now go ahead with the column assignment. Okay, now if you consider the first column, there is a zero present here, so make an assignment using box and put a crossover to all other zeros which is found in that row. Okay, next consider the second column. Consider the second column, so there is no zero present. Okay, so we do not make any assignment. Now consider the third row. There is one 0 present. So we make an assignment. So we make an assignment. Now if you consider, all the zeros are either assigned or crossed, but then we have only 3 assignments. Okay, so as against the 4 which is required, so we do the ticking and the line drawing procedure. So we do this as follows. If you remember, this is the way we do the ticking and the line drawing procedure. Okay, that is tick and unassigned row. So if you consider this matrix, so the fourth row is unassigned, which is not assigned to any job, or the any person is not assigned to any job. Okay, so we do take this fourth row. Now if there is any 0 present in the ticked row, then make an assignment to that column. Now if you consider this ticked row, okay, so there is a 0 present here. So we tick this particular column, and then if the ticked column has any assignment with respect to that column, then tick that corresponding row. Okay, so you can see that there is an assignment here in this ticked column, so we tick the corresponding row. Okay, now again you have to see whether this ticked row has any 0 present here. Okay, so there is no 0 present here, so this is in we end the ticking procedure. Now once we are done with the ticking procedure, the next thing is we have to draw the lines. Okay, so we draw lines for an unassigned row. Okay, the first two rows are unticked, so we draw line over that and draw line for the ticked column. So now the main objective of doing this ticking and the line drawing is to cover all the zeros of this matrix with the minimum number of lines. Okay, so now you can see that these 3 lines have covered all the zeros of this matrix. Okay, so this is what the matrix looks like. Okay, so now you have to see whether the total number of lines drawn to cover all the zeros of the matrix is equal to the order of the matrix. So here the number is 3, that is the total number of lines are 3, and the order of the matrix is 4, which is not equal. So we will reduce this matrix again. Okay, so by finding something called as theta is nothing but the smallest element from the uncovered numbers. So if you consider this matrix, okay, 3 5 7 1 1 4 are the uncovered numbers. Now the minimum out of it is 1. Okay, so the next thing is, after finding theta, we will subtract theta from all the uncovered numbers, and we add theta to the numbers where 2 lines are intersecting, and untouch the numbers which are covered by 1 line. So now this is a matrix we get, that is the minimum theta is equal to 1 here. Okay, so if you consider the first row, okay, the number 2 is covered by 1 line, so keep it as it is. The next number 1 is covered by one line, so keep it as it is. Next 0 we will keep it as it is, and then the next 0, okay, so which is intersected by two lines, so we add theta to it, so 0 plus 1 becomes 1. The next one, the next row, okay, so in the next row 0 is a number which is covered by one line. The next is covered by one line, so keep it as it is. Next 1 is covered by one line, so keep it as it is. Next 0 is covered, 0 is on 0 there are two lines are intersecting, so add theta to it, so 0 plus 1 it becomes 1. Next 3 is uncovered number, so subtract theta from it, so it becomes 2. Next 5 minus 1 becomes 4. Next 7 minus 1 becomes 6. Next 0 is covered by one line, so keep it as it is. And then the fourth row, 1 minus 1 0, 1 minus 1 0, 4 minus 1 becomes 3, and 0 minus 0 is covered by one line, so keep it as it is. So this is a matrix we get. Okay, so this is a matrix we get after reducing the matrix. Okay, so the next step after the reduction, next again we have to perform the zero assignment. Okay, so now examine each row successively. Consider the first row, it has a single zero, so make an assignment, and no zeros present with respect to this column. Okay, next consider the second row has two zeros here, so do not make an assignment. Okay, next consider the third row, it has a single zero, make an assignment, put a cross over to this 0. Now take up the consider the fourth row has two zeros here, so do not make an assignment. Now consider the first column. Okay, first column has two zeros, so do not make an assignment. Next consider the second column, it has two zeros, so do not make an assignment. Now consider the third column, already it has an assignment. Consider the fourth column, already it has an assignment. Now we could make only two assignment, and you can see that we cannot proceed to do the ticking and the line drawing procedure, because okay, there are still some zeros are hanging out which are neither boxed or not crossed over. Okay, so if you remember the previous problem that we have solved, if this case arises, that is if some of the zeros are hanging which are not even boxed or not even crossed over, then we will go to do arbitrary assignment. Now what you can do is, okay, arbitrarily you can make an assignment to this 0, so this will go, okay, this also will be crossed over. Now consider the second column, it has single 0, so you can make an assignment. So this is one solution. Okay, and one more solution will be, you can arbitrarily choose this assignment and then put a cross over to this one and put a cross over to this one, and then the first column has single 0, so you can make an assignment here. Now the total number of assignments made are equal to the order of the matrix, so this is the optimal solution and the feasible one. Okay, so this is a solution we got, this is the first solution. Okay, so that is we arbitrarily chosen this assignment, and then we got this particular solution. Okay, so now this is the original cost matrix that is given. Okay, so the total cost is, the first job goes to the third person, so the cost is 4 here. Okay, so the next job, the second job goes to the first person, so the cost is 6. Next, the third job goes to the fourth person, so the cost is 0 here. Next, the fourth job goes to the second person, so the cost is 6 here, so the total cost is 16. And you can see that the third job is assigned to the fourth person, and this fourth person is an imaginary person that we have created. Okay, so that means that the job 3 does not go to anybody, and the particular problem will have an alternate optimum. Okay, both the cost will be equal to 16. Next we shall see the one more variation in the assignment problem, that is maximization problem in assignment. And we know that the objective of assignment problem is to minimize the total cost of assigning a job to people. But if the given problem is the maximization problem in assignment, then let us see how to solve such problem. Now consider this example. Okay, a company has a team of 4 salesmen at 4 districts. After taking into account of the capabilities of the salesman and the nature of the district, the profit per day in rupees is estimated. Obtain the optimal assignment so that the profit is maximum. So here the objective of this problem is, okay, maximize the profit by making an assignments, or by assigning a salesman to 4 districts. Now this is a cost matrix that is given. So if you consider this is a profit matrix. Now if we have to apply the Hungarian method to solve this assignment problem, then this cost matrix, we call it as a profit matrix, we have to convert it to a loss matrix. Now this can be done in this way. Okay, that is, we can convert the given profit matrix into a loss matrix by subtracting all the element from the largest element of the given matrix. Now if you consider this profit cost matrix, this cost matrix, the largest element here is 16. Okay, the largest element is 16. Subtract all the element of this profit matrix from this largest element 16 to make it as a loss matrix, so that we can apply the Hungarian method to solve this assignment problem. Now so this is a matrix that we get, okay, after subtracting all the elements of this particular profit matrix from the largest element, that is 16. So okay, so the next step is we apply the Hungarian method to solve this problem. First we perform the row reduction, so this is the cost matrix that we get. Next we perform the column reduction, so that is subtracting the column minimum from each column. Okay, the next we perform the zero assignment. Okay, so that is identify each row for the exactly single zero, make an assignment, and do this for the column as well. Okay, so now if you consider this matrix, so here there is exactly single zero is found, so we make an assignment, put a crossover to other zeros which is found in the same column. Okay, next take up the second row has 2 zeros. Second row has 2 zeros, so we do not make an assignment. Now the third row has 2 zeros, so we do not make an assignment. The fourth row has exactly single zero, so we make an assignment here, and then we put a cross over to this zero which is found in the column. Next we do this for the column as well. Now first column already an assignment is made, so leave it. Next if you consider the second column, so there is 1 zero found. Okay, so make an assignment here. Next consider the third column, so there is 1 single zero found, so make an assignment here. Okay, and put a crossover to the zeros which is found in the same row. So this is optimal solution. We have made 4 assignment which is a feasible one. Okay, so the optimal solution is, okay, x11, that is the first job is assigned to first person, second job is assigned to the third person, third job is assigned to second person, fourth job is assigned to fourth person. So its value, we define this decision variable value, and because this ith job has been assigned to jth person. Okay, so the total cost is 16 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15, that is equal to 61. Now, one more variation in assignment problem is there will be some restrictions given in assigning a job to a people or machine to the job, etc. Okay, so consider this example. Okay, 4 new machines M1 to M4 to be installed in a machine shop. There are 5 vacant places ABCD available. Because of the limited space, machine M2 cannot be assigned at C and M3 cannot be placed at 6A. Okay, cost of the assignment is given by this. Okay, solve the assignment problem. So you can see here, okay, wherever there is no assignment, okay, it has been given with the dash. Now how do we apply the Hungarian method to solve this problem? Okay, so now if you consider the given cost matrix, there are, okay, if you consider the given cost matrix, there are 4 machines, okay, and there are 5 places, that is ABCD, and machine M1, M2, M3 and M4. And now if you see this problem or this assignment cost matrix, okay, this is an unbalanced assignment problem. Okay, so now what, to make it as a balanced one, what we have to do is we have to add something called as dummy row, that is one more imaginary machine we need to add to make the problem as the balanced one. Okay, so this is the way we do, that is we add fifth dummy row to make the problem as the balanced one, and then wherever there is a dash given, that is wherever there is no assignment is made, okay, we put infinity, okay, that is to the cells 2 comma 3 and 3 comma 1. Okay, so you can see there is infinity is put here to the cells 2 comma 3 and 3 comma 1. Next we perform the row reduction. So this is the cost matrix we get. Next we perform the column reduction. This is the matrix we get. Okay, next perform the zero assignment. Okay, so this is the zero assignment that is made, and you can see that 5 assignments are made, which is the feasible one. So the total cost will be equal to 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 0, that is equal to 12. In our lecture on assignment problem, we saw how we used Hungarian method to solve the given assignment problem to find the optimal solution. Now let us summarize the Hungarian method procedure. Let us see the algorithm, Hungarian algorithm, which is applied to the assignment problem to find the optimal solution. Now, in the step 1, we will prepare a cost matrix. If the cost matrix is not a square matrix, then we add a dummy row or a dummy column with zero cost element. That is the initial matrix to be a square matrix if we have to solve it as an assignment problem. Next, after that, we will subtract the minimum element in each row from all the element of the respective rows. Once we are done with the row minimum, then we do the column minimum in this way. Okay, under step 3, subtract column minimum from each column. Then after that, we will go ahead with performing the zero assignment, which is done as follows. Examine the rows successively until a row wise exactly a single zero is found. Box this zero to make the assignment. Then mark a cross over to all the zeros if lying in the column of the boxed 0, showing that they can't be considered for future assignment. Continue in this manner until all the zeros have been examined. Repeat the same procedure for column as well. Step 5. If exactly one boxed 0 in each column and the row is obtained, then go to step 10. That is, we stop the algorithm and then we go ahead with finding the optimal solution. Otherwise, go to step 6. Now, under step 6, what we do is, if we do not get a feasible solution after performing step 4, we go ahead with the step 6, wherein we will draw a minimum number of horizontal and the vertical lines to cover all the zeros in the resulting matrix. Now let the minimum number of lines drawn will be n. The procedure for line drawing is as follows. Tick all the unassigned rows. If a ticked row has a 0, then tick the corresponding column. If a ticked column has an assignment, tick the corresponding row. Repeat the step 2 and 3 until no more ticks are possible. Draw a line through unticked row and ticked column. Now, after drawing the lines, there will be two possible cases. The first case is if the total number of lines drawn, that is n is equal to n, that is n, okay, lowercase n, where n is the order of the matrix, then an optimal assignment can be made. So perform the 0 assignment as given in the step 4 to get the required solution. The second case will be the total number of lines drawn will be less than the order of the matrix. Then we proceed to step 7 to reduce the matrix still. Step 7, okay, determine the smallest uncovered element in the matrix, let it be theta, and then subtract this theta from all the uncovered numbers. Add theta to the numbers having two lines passing through them. Numbers with one line passing through them will remain the same. Step 8, we have to repeat step 6 and 7, that is drawing a minimum number of lines and getting the reduced matrix by using a value called theta until we get the case 1 of step 6, that is until the total number of lines drawn is equal to the order of the matrix. We will repeat step 6 and step 7. Next, step 9, we have to repeat step 4, that is performing 0 assignment successively until one of the following situation arises. If optimal assignment is made, that is if the each row has exactly one assignment and each column has exactly one assignment, then the optimal assignment is made, then the process will end. Now if there lies, while when you make a 0 assignment, if there lies more than one zeros which are neither boxed or nor crossed over, then we box one of the zeros arbitrarily and make a crossover in the cells of the remaining zeros in its row or column. Repeat the process until no unmarked 0 is left in the matrix, because when we perform the 0 assignment, if some of the zeros are not even boxed or crossed over, then we cannot go ahead with the ticking and the line drawing method. Then we will make a assignment arbitrarily. Next, step 10, okay, this is the last step. The assignment corresponding to the boxed zeros will give the optimal assignment. This is the end of the assignment problem. Thank you.